still get in the upper bracket. It can. Power of tiebreakers and so on. But we'll see what happens. Secret definitely took a long time there, by the way, to pick up their last hero. Arteezy just waiting to pick so that their team can talk about exactly what they want to do when they get into the game. That often tells you they're up to something. And yep, we see the instant smoke out. Yep. So they're moving maybe to find a kill. They didn't TP out though, which surprises me a little bit.
Pi went out ahead of time and was able to kind of get a couple of wards down already there in the bottom. But yeah, for the rest of their team, they spread out and headed all the way up and above.
Yeah, there's a lot of Liquid moving up towards top though, so it's going to be hard to find any form of kill here. All the heroes are quite tanky as well. I don't think they're going to set up for anything. Envy scouting a little bit.
So for the early laning phase, which do you think for what team it's more precious for? Like they need to succeed and get a lot out of it and start to build up their own momentum and continue to hold it?
In the early game, I would say I think that Liquid need a better start than Secret do. Secret can recover with some different ways, especially once you get that Aghanim from Miran up. You can play around it a lot, and you can always come back by the Axe team fights. Sort of same is true for Bounty Hunter, but Bounty, if he doesn't have a good early game, it takes too long to get the track online. You just struggle.
Sound of the horn here. We might have a bit of a confrontation here in the upper quadrant of this map, as there's going to be Kuro looking to snipe out the rune while Arteezy standing right on top of it. Who's going to end up with this? Boom! Snagged up by Arteezy. Bulba's going to get the other, and Secret will claim both runes.
Yeah, double rune, good start. Of course, nothing too detrimental as doesn't give experience anymore, but still, that's going to set you off pretty happy in the beginning of the game.
And it looks like Kuro's going to get right to work and scoping out this top lane. Wasn't too sure to see if he was going to add a lot of attention towards a side lane or still be a bit of that pain in the ass, if you will, to Envy in the mid lane.
Yeah, and they have off lane with Morphling here. I wonder if they did this because they wanted to dodge an aggressive lane, in fact, because you don't necessarily want to aggro as a Morph here, not against this matchup.
Is it more so they wanted to put the Bat in the one-on-one matchup against the Abad?
I don't think you want that. He just he just aquatic shields off all the stacks.
I know, so
I think Abaddon is going to be just fine. I'm pretty sure. Yep, there's the TP coming out. So Liquid got the lanes wrong, and they have to TP down. There's a little bit of a dent in their early game already there. Good stuff for Secret as they get lanes right.
I guess they were just casually expecting that Bulba was going to be playing the Axe or something.
Oh, they thought it would be an aggressive lane. When you see Shadow Demon, it's very common that the enemy go aggressive, right? Okay. Shadow Demon and something can always come down and contest you. Very strong tri-laners. But not the case in this game.
Just Bulba at his lone, pulling out the classic Logan strat, if you will, from NA pubs.
Yep.
Guy fiended the bed in the off lane and played it pretty much every freaking game.
Logan booped. Yeah, sure.
But as we go up and over here, Kuro just looking to continue to kind of scope out. And it looks like Envy holding up pretty nicely here, except that Fada is taking over a little bit.
Yeah, I think Fada should be doing pretty well. I heard Blitz talk about this matchup and feel that Mirana should always be winning this lane. I completely disagree, actually. So that's very interesting. If you just play your lane correctly as a Juggernaut, pull the aggro back, which Fada is really good at doing, then you're not going to be suffering too much. And the early game is really where Mirana struggles before she has levels.
Another rune. This time Pilot Eye will be able to snag it up, only casually harassing at the Bounty Hunter a bit. And they'll get right back into the course here.
Yeah.
Even trades, though. I mean, this is...
So far, the lanes are going pretty evenly, yes. Suicide by Bounty Hunter as he wants to get back to base. And, yes, in fact, no TP waiting for him. So he's going to have to walk of shame out, or maybe someone... No one is going to buy him a TP. He's got Windlace, I guess.
So what's the breakout moment going to be here? I mean, it seems for Secret they got quite a while to kind of work with. You know, Bulba's going to be able to grind up and be more of a utility for his team. Mirana's got her groove going in the mid lane, and we know Puppy kind of being more in the greedy style jungle. It's just, you know, it's going to be a little bit before he can be the initiator, but I don't see a huge peaking moment before that.
I think the pressure is on Liquid to start something happening, because right now Secret are pretty happy. You say it's a utility role for Abaddon, he's going to get very farmed. Bulba is very good at playing these type of heroes on the offlane. He had a very good, outstanding performance on tanking earlier today, and I think he can get very farmed while Puppy just casually farms in jungle as well. That's a big threat. Oh, the courier. Barely gonna avoid getting sniped here.
Ooh, it's close, but will take a side road there.
Yeah, he's just level 1 on Bounty Hunter though, so even if he got it, it's a flying courier. He can't kill it. Without Sonata, it's very difficult. You would have to get 2 Shadow Walk attacks on it, and that's not gonna happen.
Looks like he'll take his first business down here to the bottom lane to be a part of this potential action. I don't know if it's going to be enough to kind of do some work because we also have Puppy down here now on his axe, and he's contesting the pull and pretty much taking it for himself.
Yeah, they're abusing the fact that Morphling, while he's pretty strong with some stunts and setups, he doesn't actually lane that well in the early game. Despite they used to be a powerful hero to go to, you know, the Shaker, Coddle, Morphling kind of lanes of the olden days. He is a hero that can abuse a little bit in the early game. Axe getting away with some steals there.
Makes it good for him, but does leave it on that one-on-one matchup in the top lane too for this Batrunner or Slark matchup.
Yeah, I think the fact that Shadow Demon is around, he can probably still free farm on the Slark, and if Batrider gets a little bit too frisky, he might get disrupted and pounced. So still fine lanes for Secret, and I like that they're activating the axe a lot earlier.
Oh, there we go. Bottom lane. Puppy thinking about making a move here. Gets the call off. Forces the waveform away from Matama Man. Kinetic Field also going to be dropped there by Jarex to kind of create a little bit of space between.
Yeah, it's super tanky heroes. They have to respect a little bit now that level 6 is up on Juggernaut, and he has travel TP scroll coming out. So if they get a little bit too close to the tower, they could get punished.
And we'll look for an opportunity maybe to open up and give us our first Omni of the game here. Puppy. Ooh, he tried to see if he can catch Kuro, but Kuro, you know, didn't head straight down south, so no easy predicted call.
Is under attack.
And right now, I like what Seeker are doing. Actually, they're playing way better in the first 5 minutes here than they have been in a lot of their previous games. Liquid, of course, holding on. They're getting some CS, but looking at the Slark, he's just 43 CS, and he's shutting down top lane quite hard.
Yeah, and Envy is also taking this moment to head into the jungle, it would appear, and kind of make work there. I don't know if this is him getting outmatched in the lane or just finding reliable farm while the wave has been moved forward, but just making time on the side.
Yeah, I'm not quite sure. He killed some big creeps, so that is kind of scoring some extra experience, but Juggernaut is definitely holding his own in mid lane, even winning a little bit against Mirana.
Boba about to hit his level 6 here. Borrowed time, going to be available. Curious to see if this is going to allow him to be a bit more frisky or not. It looks like they're going to actually make their move for him now, and you're right, he doesn't have it now, so he could be at risk of dying without the chance to get the glimpse. They're going to pull him all the way back, and now he's got to run out the other way. Self-shield, hoping to turn around for Kuro, but he's not going to be able to get it. Still just a little bit away in the XP, but he's not going to have it. He goes down. First blood goes to Liquid.
I'm actually surprised they tried to kill the bounty hunter there. If he ran away straight away, maybe he could have gone away from the second waveform. He had 11 seconds there, but of course the glimpse put him in a tough spot. Oh well.
Moonlight Shadow did come out, but
great time to kill him though, when he's that close, just 51 experience away from level 6 on Abaddon. Timing.
Yeah, great for Liquid. Bad for Secret.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Unfortunate timing there, but Bubble will make his turn and should be able to claim the borrowed time now, but not going to be too happy about being stunted a bit on his possible item progression. Out back at mid lane here, 31 to the Jugs 38 CS.
The 16 denies is a pretty big part though.
Yeah.
Yes, so many denies from this Juggernaut. Fada playing it very well. Oh, he might be going for kill here.
Oh, he has to frantically leap out and goes for the immediate TP.
Yeah, and that's pretty painful, TPing back to base like that. Bottom, see a little bit of a dive as well. Axe and Abaddon.
They go for it. They surround him from both sides. They're going to be able to get the call off, and that's all it takes.
Well, that was actually very close to Morphling living. They managed to get both the call and the shield off when they were in far worse from the Morphling. So he didn't get any magic one charges and couldn't wave away. If he got that, he would have waved for it. He was really close. That was clutch.
Now though we have Secret kind of congregated here in the bottom lane, at least 3 of them. Jarex is hanging around here now, but that is lonesome with Kuro just kind of on the way here. Looks like more reinforcements.
Oh, they saw a bounty.
As they have the return. They spotted the bounty kind of walking in. They set up the disruption and the soul catcher here. While that happens, Bulba's borrowed time is going to be procced as they do see Liquid making their own approach.
It's time to call a little bit. Threatening here with the Juggernaut, but not going to find anything. And some aggression top lane, but these two shouldn't really be able to kill or die to each other. As I say that though, that's personal.
Certainly.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
It's a very profitable lane. I mean, it's a win-win, obviously, but Mind Control is going to make good time for a Blink Dagger at this rate.
Yeah, he's getting pretty farmed for sure. But Arteezy is also going to have a very good timing to get online. 68 CS in 8 minutes. That is, yeah, pretty much free farm.
It's clearly the biggest breadwinner in this game at the moment here. All a matter of when he decides to kind of ramp it up and go on the warpath. Secret have been playing a more slower, methodical kind of a game with only some mild action here at the bottom, and that action could continue. Puppey is now shown back up, and they could look at more openings here, or at least try to bully Matama Man out of the lane.
Yeah, we see the weakness of the Morphling really when the axe just runs at him and the aphotic shield, but the illusion is pretty nice.
Yeah, the replicate on axe is probably one of your better targets and uses for that stuff.
Yeah, definitely mid lane. Attempted kill on Envy.
Can they get it? Spin's going to be flying through and they'll get it done. Envy goes down and Liquid pull ahead now 2-1.
Courtesy of the glimpse, of course, from Disruptor. Really good stuff to kill Mirana in the early game. And he has not had a very good early game on Envy. Sure, he has good CS, but he had to TP back earlier and now getting killed.
Radiant's bottom tower
some tower damage being traded, really. Tier 1 bottom gonna go down very quickly to Secret.
Secret snag up, and we'll get a little bit of extra coinage here to kind of help out Envy a bit, I guess, for having to drop that kill in the mid lane. While Liquid make their own approach, trying to get a hold of this Tier 1, but doesn't look like they're going to be able to follow up in the meantime. Plus, Health is going to be coming in here. Secret could be considering a shot of an arrow, but looks like Envy is just going to get back into his own grind.
Yeah, the Tier 1 mid is very hard to get since the enemy can wrap around from any side, really. It's a little bit harder to push that than the safe lane. Arteezy just going to keep farming up here. 91 CS at the 10-minute mark. That's 9 CS better than perfect CS, by the way. So he's been farming jungle and lane, getting more than you would ever see in a pub.
And max efficiency happening for him up at the top. It's been a, he's been kind of permitted to do so. It hasn't really been a high octane kind of a game, though. Too many early smoke movements or heavy gank attempts here. It's just a lot of respect to both sides, and both of them requiring a bit more before they can really hit their first strong fighting peak.
For sure. Envy is having a good time, by the way, farming up now with this DD run, finding a stack on the big camp or trading a stack. And I think they're gonna get the D ward here as well. Yep, highlight eye, gonna find it. Probably thanks to Arteezy. I think he ran there earlier and didn't regen.
Nice thing about having a Slark on your team, makes it a lot easier for supports to get the D ward duty going.
It's pretty wonderful effects. Not that I do the support life, but still.
Dire's
well, I do, Wagner. I can tell you it's nice that they just kind of casually tell you exactly where you're gonna get some free money. So
mid tower is gonna go down here. Secret were not too keen on taking that fight.
No, not at all. Liquid has been looking at that one for quite a while. In fact, Jerix is postured up here behind Smoke, him both in mind control, who has that blink dagger ready to go. They're looking for a setup. They see Puppey. Are they going to strike for it? Oh, they get the glimpse. It sends him up and over, but Pi would be the better target as he can easily disrupt anything. They look to focus onto him instead. He does the self-destruction here. Is Secret going to look to move in and help him out? No, it's a lost cause at that point. Highlight gets dropped.
Sacrificed Pi. No way to save him, really.
The most delicious Pi.
Oh, he is. So Arteezy got the Shadow Blade now, and he's looking to get online. And Liquid, with that nice kill, they should now try and play a little bit defensively. They're moving to top tower, so that's a really good call. I love this rotation coming in, and Bounty Hunter is getting closer to level 6. That is one of the big keys to look at as well. Yeah. Track movement speed is extremely important in teamfights.
The move speed, to be able to have some catch is wonderful, and obviously just what comes with the track gold and having hopefully successful ganks and movements is extra money. We know the long build of a Morphling can take, and that would just accelerate the process that much faster.
Oh, most definitely. And a lot of damage being dealt to a tier 2, but Illusion trying to pull the creeps off, only for a little bit though. And Abaddon pushes quite well, by the way. The Curse of Avernus is really good when you're hitting these towers.
Yes, of course. Everyone gets kind of that nice little bit of a charge. Yep, taking it into the tower right there. So Secret going to be content in trading and getting the better objective. Liquid are pretty good at taking towers, but with this Jug, it kind of goes a little bit slower than normal. So Secret will be able to get the first one down, and they make their move straight up north.
And you're always happy taking a tier 2 tower for a tier 1. That's just perfect trading for you. Envy with the Invis rune.
Yeah, he's about to cross paths here.
Oh boy.
Mind control. Him and Arteezy both surrounding him. They're giving him pound connection. He wants to go for the immediate TP, but that ain't happening, sir. Arteezy's got the first, and he gets the job done.
Yeah, the Arteezy and Envy gank as the arrow flies in as well. Good stuff. The Fada looks to continue here even after. Probably gonna pin TP.
Yep.
He did the out.
Better safe than sorry.
And Mirana sitting at 2.1k gold right now. I believe she's about to buy a point booster any moment right now. Of course, everyone does the same build. There's no reason to do anything apart from the Agatha rush.
Certainly not. Yeah,
It is very good.
It what makes Mirana now a
Radiant's
real
middle
hero.
tower
Yeah,
is under
she would
attack.
not be picked if it wasn't for it, actually.
Nearby, though, Arteezy lurking towards this mid lane. Kuro actually just crosses his lower path and drops a ward, but...
yeah, he's going to run in on the back line, and he might actually run into Disruptor or Backrider.
Oh, Puppy thought he was going to keep running forward and try to predict it with the call right there. Nice effort, but unfortunately it is going to be a miss.
Yeah, Arteezy sneaking behind. They want to take this fight, Secret.
Okay, Arteezy gets hit with the Stag Storm right away, but they can't really lock him down. They get the glimpse to pull him all the way back in. They get the catch though. Mind Control trying to find him, but he's under the Shadow Dance. And he makes it back in a wave. Decides to stop and turns instead for the objective as they make a breach for the tier 1. Arrow to fly is going to land up behind and misses target. Magnetic field.
Firefly's down. Very hard to fight right now for Liquid.
Glimpse is up now. If they can get a straggler, but there it
won't.
is. They got to grab it. It's a pullback on enemies. They tie him up. They pull him into home, and they're going to slash him on down with the help of the Omni. It's Matamaman who secures it with the waveform. Liquid finally gets some blood, and they're not done yet. Oh,
They're looking to go in.
They have the track on Puppy.
They're in a weird spot right now. Bulba went on the hype. He's going to back out.
Glimpsed back on the Bulba.
Don't think they can go on an Abaddon though, and that's what Bulba realizes too. He just turns and runs at them. Bulba was a little bit far away there. When they got the glimpse on Mirana, maybe he could have saved if he stuck around for a bit. Maybe some miscommunication there. Glimpse catches people out, that's what it does.
Great ability. Really, really long range. Just such a value to go pump into levels right away.
Yeah, again the spin TP out by Fada as he gets back to base, and kind of back at the same scenario right now, but interesting tower setup with Secret having taken 2 towers of bottom lane, but the tier 1 mid and tier 1 top still available for them to take.
Yeah, they have felt pretty comfortable. For a while they had some good vision planted down in Liquid's territory and just knew that there had been a lot of approach towards the northern part of the map and felt pretty safe down there. But back in mid lane, they're not so safe. Fight about to break out. Arteezy pouncing about, arrows missing. So no chance for Secret to get a go-ahead.
Secret do have Axe coming in with a Blink Dagger, by the way, so once he gets there, he can look to start a fight for them. They have kind of struggled to get the fight started. They tried with some Straggler arrows, but haven't really connected.
This is what they need.
This is the easy initiation tool, and they're going to go with a smoke, it seems.
Okay. We'll see. The debut of the Puppy Blink Dagger, if it's going to be good to get Secret
Radiant's top
some
tower
momentum
is
here.
under attack.
And they are running up and around here towards this mid lane with Arteezy kind of slarking about.
Yeah, they want to go on Fada. They're going to creep after him here onto the top lane, and with a Blink call, they might be able to do it.
Looks like they will.
Oh, or not.
Sitting.
Hesitation.
They're waiting. They're thinking twice.
Man, Fada has done so many TPs this game.
Gone.
TPs everywhere.
Just a little bit of hesitation like that, and it's the prey moves somewhere else. Back at mid lane, closer to his team. Secret on the high ground. Puppy waiting in the Raptors up here, makes the jump call. Connecting though, but it's not connecting. That's your debut, and they send him right back to the high ground where he came.
Yeah, luckily not a very long cooldown on that though. And with the Firefly pops, and they're not really going with the Backrider, I think now is a good time for Secret.
They're hoping to finish off this tier 1. They're pushing it hard for it. Flame break, bumps him back. Bata runs on in and decides to pull off. Still scores that level 2 Omni Slash in his pocket. Bubble wants to finish the job here. Borrowed time, set to be procced here with one more hit.
Yeah,
there it is. The tower is going to be doing it. So a minute cooldown for that. And Secret up to totally
like the illusion goal. The Axe illusion, just clear and creep waves like nothing.
Such a value grab for that Replicate, that's for sure.
Sad to not get a catch there with the Blink Dagger reveal. You always want to try and make sure you land on the first show of the Blink.
I know I'm like a broken record, but these teams, you could tell, just respect each other so much, man. They're just so cautious, hesitant.
They actually are, yeah.
6 kills in 18 minutes.
They play in a pretty cautious way, that's true. And both teams bought up new smokes after that team fight. So you see the courier flying out for Team Liquid, and it's actually going to deliver a smoke. I believe Secret have theirs as well in hand. Or do they? Maybe they didn't send it out, in fact. Yeah, they haven't sent out their smoke yet. They bought it.
Yeah, I'm not sure if they're considering giving it a good old college try once again, because that successful Blinken debut really wasn't so much of a success at that moment. Would have camping down here in this mid lane still.
Yeah, and Secret are the ones to come there over and over and
Yeah,
trying to
right
fight. Oh,
edge of the wall. This time they get a glimpse. They get a nice setup with the Static Storm. Arteezy's trapped inside under a Shadow Dance, but then he finally shows himself. Fox is there waiting. Slashing his sword, just on kill with the Omni Slash. Bulba though pops bar time will heal right back up, and then he'll try to flee, but a nice kinetic shield will lock him in a cage of possible doom here if Liquid can burst him down. Another glimpse, this time for Pi as they pull back in. This is track money, mind you, so if Liquid can take them down, it's going to be even more money. But then Bulba shields himself, gets rid of that track, moves back in, and tries to make an assault for Kuro. Liquid,
yeah,
they win.
They get
far
away.
enough.
They get away scot-free as well. The Axe didn't manage to get a blink initiation on anyone really, and he got tracked up as well. So Kuro gonna
Dyer's
keep
bottom
tabs on his
tower
old
is
friend
under
Puppy.
attack.
Gonna steal
Dyer's
something as well.
structures
Oh,
More than just tab.
oh, the creep. Well,
Serious.
at least they got the track on him, so they're gonna get the track money. But yep, that is a professional tomato.
It's
We got the
last
TI tomatoes, you know, last hit skill.
Dyer's bottom tower is under
one of the
attack.
redemptions for Puppy starting that fight to begin with, and he got it. Good for him. Okay, Bulba comes in. Bulba goes back.
That's the saddest thing, TPing up the lane. At least it was a
Not
TP
when you're the
tier 2.
disruptor. Let me tell you, I love when I do that.
God damn it.
I even have the gem out every time, and it's wonderful.
Count how many times you glimpse someone back to base.
Yep,
God,
it's wonderful.
that is the worst gem in Dota.
Arteezy, Shadow Blade, and guess what else he has now? Echo Saber in his other hand, ready to work with. Are you a fan of this kind of progression? I know a lot of people are like skeptic between when they like to throw the Echo Saber into play, or if they like that.
Personally love the Echo Saber. I think it's very, very strong. If you look at how expensive it is and what it gives you, it's an extreme value item. 2.6k gold for what it gives. But I also think the Silver Edge upgrade is pretty good. Ed Bulba, been scouted out by the Spada Juggernaut.
Tier 1 is just been denied them here. They're not going to go for it. He just runs right in and steals it right under the nose. Puppy's waiting, possibly for a jump call. He just ends up calling. No jumping.
He has not been connecting anything
What is
really yet.
happening?
It's a Axe game, it seems. Liquid, of course, have a lot of vision and scouting, so it hasn't been that easy for him to get in the position, but even when he had the position to jump from mid lane there, he just sadly didn't connect to the Juggernaut.
Hopefully something he can shake off here moving forward.
Yeah.
Because that is a pillar of your team that you want to be able to be in there to kind of set things up.
It's definitely important to him. I think one good thing that they have going for them is that Bulba has Midas and Vladimir, so he's really building in to become a strong Abaddon. And if you get an Aghanims on Abaddon in this game, you're gonna mitigate so much damage.
Yeah.
Against the Disruptor ulti, or even against Omni Slash, it's very easy to just that ulti and say, okay, I'm gonna get healed. That's basically what's
Radiant's
happening.
top
I mean,
tower is
He
under
can be the
attack.
true paramedic for the team. I mean, you see Matamaman's Morphling jumping in, trying to like shoot someone down. He
Sure.
could be there at a moments to mitigate the damage. That's certainly right,
Radiant's
and
top tower
it's very
is under
likely.
attack.
Tough puff for Secret as they group up together.
Yep. Bottom lane
Dyer's
is Liquid's
bottom
approach
tower
here,
is
so
under
we'll see if
attack.
Secret try to do something about it. Coming in from maybe the side. Bulba's the first one on the scene. Going to try to take away a bit of the aggro here, but this tower is going down.
Dyer's
Matamaman is going to get the
bottom
last hit, but
tower is
Secret's still on their move. The jump in, there's no real connection. Pumpy gets the call back. The Lincoln is going to be popped. Then the response play from Liquid is the static still kinetic shield that keeps Matama alive and well. Even though the long stun of the arrow, we'll wait for him backing away here. Still has the replicant. Kuro in the mix. Bata also looking to go toe-to-toe. Pops the Omni now, slashes on through. Matamaman barely alive. Will get dropped right there from Envy as he steps on in. And that is going to be a huge Star Sword play by him. Arrow to fly. Nice connection. Are you serious? Catches mind control before he can TP away, and he will be taken down. Secret fight right back.
Just the kind of stuff you expect. Envy, sometimes, you know, he may fail us a little bit, but then you see these beautiful plays as well. Really good stuff. And also, Puppy delivered big. So his call, along with the Aghanims reveal on Mirana, they managed to take this fight really easily. Arteezy didn't even have to do that much in this fight. His team just dealt tons of AoE damage.
And with that, Secret try to get the most out of the situation. They head themselves right into the Roach Pit. They'll battle it out with the big boy and take that Aegis.
Yeah, great stuff. And having that Vladimir as well as the Curse of Avernus level 4, they kill Roshan pretty quickly.
Any advantage that Liquid had tried to build up for themselves in that early laning phase has been pretty much taken away. This game is back even, if not Secret now leading the next department. And now Network 2.
Yeah,
As they grab up that Roach
we
kill.
see the fight again. Here they go first on Matuma Man. They do get the healing ward pretty early as well, as it gets sent right into the enemy. And then the re-goal by Puppy is a big part after the waveform.
But they just keep their eyes on Matama Man eventually. Puppy gets the follow-up call there, and his team just converges and just takes him right out.
It's Starfall as well. Like, nobody focused the Bounty Hunter at all, and he just finds himself having 70 HP, and he's like, okay, guess I'm dead. It's so hard to fight into that in the early game. Of course, Mirana now very close to getting her Blink Dagger as well after that money that he can fight.
And if you thought she was elusive enough before, when she gets this Blink Dagger, she'll hop in, she'll hit you, and she'll just leap right out before you can even realize what the hell happened.
Yeah, you can get even cleaner initiations as well. It's so good. Arteezy looking for something here, but...
And it could be on Matama Man. He happened to wave forward at that moment. Arteezy doesn't connect with the pounce, and will just...
He has Aegis, so
he walked forward. Almost walked right into a sense there.
He's not back
Jerry, but he can't get back yet. Under the Shadow Dance, looks to go for a pick off of Kuro, and eventually will use the rest of that Shadow Dance to step back and away.
Arteezy just happily steals some stats, and he's like, okay, that's fine by me. Puppy's coming in here from the side.
He's looking to cut him off with the blink call. Oh!
So, nice waveform away. Probably would not have been able to kill anyway with a Morphling being able to morph up so quickly, but still a good try. But attempting to kill Arteezy there was very surprising to me. The Disruptor ulti commitment, still just an Aegis. Worst case scenario, you might all die, and best case scenario, you get the Aegis. I don't think that's a good risk versus reward.
Kuro goes back on the move here to see what kind of funny business is over here, because with Secret kind of taken over, they want to kind of reclaim some of that vision back. It's possible. But Secret not looking to pull off. They even come across the liquid stack here at the Ancient Camp.
Oh god, they're stealing it.
And Puppy's taking it happily. We have an illusion to help him out with it.
The spins, so good. Pilot Eye is the Vision Lord right now, by the way. He has Sentry, Swords, and 2 dust. Oh, Garrix gets held in place.
It looked like he was trying to
he
time out some
pushed
sort
him.
of pact
He
here.
pushed himself out with a tree. He pushed himself out. He broke the leash. Oh, that's really sad that he has to die after that. That's a beautiful little play.
Not good enough, though. Very cute.
That's not cute. That's beautiful.
Radiant's middle tower
Beautiful.
is under attack.
Gorgeous.
Mid
really
lane,
is.
Secret now moving in. After another advancement, they'll push it for another tower. They seem to make it work like that. They get something good, they'll something better to follow it up. And I think I remember Dota being an objective game after all, so let's get these tier 2s down, let's bring in the money.
Towers are really good to take this early. The tier 2 towers as well. So much money here.
Secret wants tiebreakers.
Yeah, they just want to win, I think. But tiebreakers sound good for them.
Radiant's
Jumping
middle
call,
tower is
but
falling.
only on the replicate there.
I like the Blink Dagger. Boba always does this on this Abaddon. Buys the Blink Dagger sooner or later. You can blink during your ulti, even if you take damage, since it doesn't really deal any damage to you.
Yeah.
So you can always blink. It's sort of like TA and her refraction.
Makes it so easy for him to disengage, because you know as an Abaddon you just naturally want to get in there and get your ass beat.
It allows you to be ultra aggressive as well during
Yeah.
your ulti, and then at the last second you can just blink away and be like, okay. He just has to be mindful about the Disruptor place.
Okay, look at this though. Liquid have smoke. They've wrapped up and over here. Kuro will run right on through here while Matama waits back and behind, but the jumper is going to be mind control. Loses it. Lashes up Highlight Eye, but he jumps to his own demise. He's brought down by Arteezy then and there.
Oh, and Leon the Hunt.
He gets a good connection there for Kuro. They got the vision. The pounce connected. Oh, there's the vision. They have the dust, and that will do it.
Highlight Eye is not the fastest, but he does carry a lot of detection at all times.
Yep. I mean, probably would have been there and called that spot if necessary.
Yeah.
Secret, though, it's their time now. We've been waiting quite a while for them to get some real momentum their way, and it looks like
they're doing great in this game. It's just beautiful. They're finally connecting and playing well here against Liquid, but Liquid are also not really looking like their former selves. They're kind of spreading out and going on targets that they can't take. And even though they get some beautiful little plays like Jarek's maneuver there with the Iron Branch, they're still not really coming together as a team. They have the E-Blade though, so Matumba Man is ready to kill some stuff.
but is he ready for Arteezy here? He's creeping up on him.
He's got an illusion. He can just jump away.
And he will. On site. See you later. And that's, it's a good point from what you made before is as much as it's like, okay, Secret's, they're getting good things going their way here. We don't know yet if this is even the true potential of Secret going against the true potential of Liquid based on what we've already seen in the group stage.
Both these teams have been struggling a lot in the group stage, so whoever comes out on top here is gonna have a much better way to go into the main event.
Yeah.
That's for sure. No matter what the tiebreaker is gonna be.
Pop with the adaptive strike. Not going to really shake up Bulba too much here as they pull on out. Secret kind of taking things a bit slower. Pilot Eye's going to step things up. Just casual illusion work here.
They saw the Invis Juggernaut running by. Their sentry just barely scouted it out, and Secret pinged it as well. So they know he's sneaking about. Well, they think this is real? No.
Just going to poke at it a bit, it looks like. And wait on back. Matama Man here in the mid lane with this team behind him looking for a D ward. Arteezy looking to go for the burst. He gets packed off right now. Bulba looks to go swing and he goes for Shadow Dance. Matama Man gonna be forced to step back. Bottom jumps in though. And now the spin breaks out. That's gonna be a stack for committed now, but he's not gonna catch anyone really from Secret here. They're still on the outside while Puppy slides his way up and above and tries to make it out with the glimpse. We'll pull him right back in. Captain Puppy will be taken down. Only one to drop here, it looks like, from Secret.
That was all made possible by Superman. Just his adaptive strike, E-Blade combo, and then waveforming in front of the Slark so he can't jump away. He actually forced out the Slark ulti in the beginning of the fight, and you never want to do that if you're Arteezy.
Good heads up there from Matama Man. Now awards Liquid an opportunity to push up at this top lane here. Make advances on this tier 2.
They'll take anything they can get right now, but Secret, they want to contest, they want to fight. They even have buyback if they want to really commit here.
Arteezy hanging down south. Maybe an opening to make a quick pounce in. Now gets knocked up from a track, which will quickly per job. Jumped in from mind control. Quickly goes out. Doesn't commit the lasso for that one.
Yeah, he doesn't have one actually.
Oh, he doesn't have one? Mind game?
It kind of looked like he thought he had one, but I think he's just scaring or something.
Yeah.
I'm not sure.
He tricked me.
Yep.
He went to cancel the lasso. Oh, he didn't have one. All right then.
Yeah, I'm sure he tricked Arteezy as well. He's like, what? You shouldn't have. I don't have. Okay.
He forced out the pact maybe sooner than you'd like. Sure. We'll see though as Liquid get what they want in a tier 2.
P and Arteezy making a little rotation down, trying to get some damage done on Matama Man.
I don't know though. Oh. Okay. Bumped up.
Oh, he missed.
Evy's here now. Hi guys.
Poppy just tried for the 4-staff call, but he didn't get the call off quick enough. It was close. They could probably have killed him actually with that travel in from Envy if he got it.
Fortunately not the case, and Matama will make it back in a way here as he continues to build up at about 1600 to his name here to really bulk up, maybe moving towards something like the Scotty here if given the opportunity, but Liquid are not looking to take the time to farm it. They're looking to move in and take what is the last remaining outer towers here from Secret.
Yeah, seems the Secret want to move in behind as well, looking for anyone they can find really.
Here they come. Arteezy, Puppy and company. Puppy actually going to walk right through 2 of them. He's under the moonlight shadow. They don't quite see him. Spin's going to be there now. That's a lasso. That's a pullback. There goes the disruption as the Highlight Eye attempts to save his captain on the other side. Immediately shot down. The Shadow Demon is going to get blasted there from Matama Man. Up and over. Bulba, Arteezy all making chase. Can they get the grab? They want Bata. Bata. That means he's not going anywhere. He's going to get shot down. Secret's taking 2 for 1 swing.
Yeah, Orpling gets down, run away. He does have...
Oh, connects. Ezzy jumps in Starstorm and gets Matama Man down. Another beautiful shot from himself.
He did not expect to die there. He didn't even start morphing at all to strength. He had his ulti to jump away, but after he tanks the arrow, he had to start immediately morphing. He had way too little max HP. Envy strikes again. And that fight started exactly the way Secret wanted it. Arteezy running in, finding the disruptor, forcing him to just ulti on top of himself and kind of dying for nothing. If they can get the disruptor out of the picture, the fight is much easier for Marana and Slark.
Speaking of disruptor, gets a glimpse on Puppy, back towards that camp, but then he just blinks out.
Yeah, he picks out the ward as well. He's like, okay, they saw me here. So they know that at least.
And almost ends up working in the favor of Secret then. So, their business back out and away.
He actually buys Sentry immediately afterwards. He's like, I'm coming for you, ward.
That 100 gold is mine.
Illusion!
Mind Control's going to be going for a Yules on his Fat Rider too.
Yeah, I think that's a good choice in this game. Just a great way to try and counter these initiations and the way that Secret are playing.
Alright then, with due time here, Secret go back to their own work of farm. It looks like Puppy with a Vanguard now looking to build up in probably a Crimson. Add more utility for his team.
Yeah.
Pilot Die moving up and over. He's actually got a decent chunk of change also on his Shadow Demon. Probably looking to grab a Blink even for him.
Yeah, that would be great. I actually think that they could make Blade Mail and Axe in this game. There's so much damage output from the Juggernaut and the Morphling. And we saw previously today the TA getting called by Axe in the Blade Mail, what it can do to a high DPS hero. It can really just deal all the damage you need. And Morphling is one of those heroes. He kills himself extremely quickly.
Envy strikes down here in the bottom lane. Not going to make anything easier here for Liquid if they're trying to come together and move forward with a game plan.
All of Secret
very good about
standing on a ward. They're standing around on a ward for a long time, and are they going to get the D ward? They're smoking? Oh, they smoked on top of it. That is not good. And now Liquid, you have time to prepare. What are they going to do?
They're going to wrap all the way up and around, it looks like here, Waga, and try to hit them from behind, possibly.
Yep.
The Light Shadow goes out from Secret. They think that they're going to be on the verge of catching out a Liquid team, but what they don't know is that the jig is up. Liquid are going to be out in the front, and they're going to be ready for a potential fight coming their way. They just want the best position. Secret going to learn quickly, like, wait a minute, what? Where's Liquid?
Yeah, and they're
Arrow. Oh, it's going to be mind control! He actually walked over into it! Oh no! Puppy moves in, almost gets taken out of Pilot. That's going to be the save of Arteezy. He's a bomb! He actually going to take it down too. A trade from both sides, but he's going to be forced to buy back if he wants to commit it for this fight and make it Secret's favor because Matama Man is out of control now. Moving in, gets the triple, then sudden first flies. Spotza even in the mix. Arteezy is back. Has to go into the Shadow Dance and he gets glimpsed all the way back. Liquid retreat with their winnings if possible. Envy on the front, leaps out. Are Liquid looking to make chase on combo? So last Puppy hits him over, tracks to go out. Sure can toss, but he's still good.
Yeah, they're gonna keep chasing, but it's so hard for him to keep chasing a Morphling when they have this low HP on the Axe.
That's it. Secret can't go any further. Liquid walk away with a big win there.
Okay, that looked like it could turn really bad, but maybe catching the arrow was in fact the best thing he could do on mind control.
Yeah,
because he baited them right into a trap where Disruptor just took control. He killed off the Slark so quickly. Man, Liquid got really crafty there during that time. See, he just catches the arrow. I'm not sure if intentional or not, but Secret overcommit heavily.
Yeah, they're just like, get that guy, we got an arrow. And unfortunately, they were just all waiting behind.
Yeah, and Boba tanked the majority of that Omni Slash without popping ulti, and he also couldn't shield Arteezy before he went down. There's a lot of stuff going wrong for him in the fight. The only good thing, I guess, for Secret right now is that they died with Boba, and he's got only 150 gold to go until he has Agonant on Abaddon. So then it becomes that, as we talked about, paramedic for his team.
But this gets Liquid right back into the mix, though.
Oh, yeah.
Looking at the graph, what was getting close to a 10k net worth advantage is
Liquid
back even.
Liquid are doing great right now. That full Scotty on Juggernaut, he's so tanky right now. It can be very hard to burst.
The skies here, Mind Control looking for a kidnapping possibly here in the mid lane. Puppy's closest, but he's got a couple illusions hanging around and can't really be too sure who's who. Arteezy also there. Static Storm, they got it right on his head. They're going to keep him inside of it here. But Disruption is there by Highlight Eye to keep okay as well. Arteezy goes into Shadow Dance. Retreat. Matama Man steps back, readjusts. The first one to go down is going to be Kuro. And the Moonlight Shadow will come out. Secret reposition and make their advancement here onto Liquid. Liquid has the heavy high ground position here. That healing word on the high ground can do a lot of work for the rest of the team here. But Jared is going to get annihilated on that one. Spotza moving back. Mind Control sees Puppy, but Arteezy is going to be right on his case. They're going to make their move. Batrider is going to be taken care of, and the course from Liquid might need to get the hell out.
Yeah, I think they have to just ditch this. They're still looking for more with Matuma Man. Could wait for him in one, do the shotgun.
Shot. Oh, can't quite get it. And we'll have to let that one slide.
Yeah, he's going to get out of that. That was some nice disruption by Highlight Eye, though. Really saving his teammate there. Arteezy going to thank him later.
It was a very juicy opportunity right there for Liquid, just seeing a precious target like that right on the low ground and with the stack from good to go. You can't really blame them.
You also see how they can just turn the fight. This Agnum from Abaddon, it was very underrated for a long time by a lot of players, but then certain players in pubs are spamming it, certain teams said, hey, that might look pretty good. And now it's definitely a feared item.
Just taking all that sweet love here. Liquid sending in some troops, scout out what's happening as Secret are trying to make it go. Almost able to burst out Puppy, but can't quite get the finish. He turns back, he wants to get him, but Puppy's able to blink away. Almost too greedy on that one, but Fox is here to help him out. Both Kuro and Fata. He's going to have to go into the Omni Slash. Bulba pops out. Borrow time, and that's going to be it. No Omni Slash for you. It's not going to be doing diddly squat. The secret on this one. Desperate glimpse back, but Kuro is not going to get away.
A disaster right there for Liquid, and they're still staying around. Still fighting.
I don't know if it's the right choice, but Liquid think it is. They're creeping around. They feel like it might be too devastating if Secret happen to move in and finish out this Roche.
15 seconds for Abaddon ulti. It's a very low cooldown spell. If they can take it.
Arrows out. Will miss the mark on the Batrider. Jumping from the top of man, looking to get the blast up. And will get it done. No long time for him. Puppy called. Pulls them back, and we'll hide into the Moonlight Shadow.
Bulba just being a little bit too brave there when he didn't have it. And that DD rune of Morphling gotta go to work on Roche. Oh, instant time.
Yeah, he goes right in, but he gets hit right away. But the top of it also going to be caught real low, and Arteezy looks to go to work, but he has to quickly out and disengage. But no, Pylon Eye, he's shot down immediately. Arteezy wants vengeance, makes his move from the Tunnel Man, but he's not going to have any of it. He quickly jumps back and away and towards safety, but Envy's right there. Puts out the Starstorm. It's not going to be good enough. Arrow to fly, and it's way in behind. The Torment will wait for him out. Can Envy make chase? Arteezy tries, but he gets glimpsed the hell back and can't continue. Jarex, though, could be in trouble. Envy moving in. The blink, the move, the Starstorm. One more shot, that does it. Envy now in a mega kill streak, cleaning up that one.
This is a crazy game. All the cores are so strong. These 4 heroes are just unstoppable in the field, it feels like. Slark, Envy's Mirana, of course, and the Morphling and the Juggernaut.
And everyone else is like, I'm trying to help, I'm trying to help, and bailing them out, and setting up disruptions, and popping borrow times. It's crazy.
Between having Bounty on to die to just double Starfall, or, you know, Abaddon getting shut down by the Morphling immediately, it's just really interesting to see how they approach these fights. It's definitely not easy, but I think that Secret have a slight advantage now. Despite being behind in farm, their Abaddon is simply doing more than the Batrider can offer for Liquid, I think. That's the big difference maker.
Yeah, the Batrider is like, I don't want to say one and done, but he moves in, he gets the setup going, and then he can, you know, apply some stickies. But Abaddon, like, his presence in these fights is just so continuous. I mean, popping out shields, relieving stuns, sending out heals.
There was a moment when Juggernaut used his Omni Slash, and every single target that he went on had 100% HP afterwards. That is never a good as an Omni Knight or Omni Slash.
But, you know, unfortunately for that position, Fata was getting hit hard and he had to call for it for a desperate situation. But you're right, I mean, with one simple R press, his R press is just completely neglected.
Exactly, and that 40-second cooldown on Abaddon ulti is that's the best part about it. I keep going back to it, but it's so central in these team fight intense moments, like around the 40 to 30 minute mark, but actually anything later than that. There's just so many team fights. They keep winning based on that.
So what happens here moving forward now, Water? We have a bit of a lull in the situation with Roche being down, and, you know, after so much of a highly contested, now it's Secret who have the Aegis here. What are they looking to do with it?
I think they should just start poking high ground. At least get some damage done. They might not be able to kill something, but they should get some damage on a tier 3 tower to prepare for next push even. And I think they want to build into E-Blade.
Lane, jump in,
That's
Puppy,
an aggressive call.
confident. He's all alone too.
He's got no one there. He's just besting with Matuma, man.
Maybe he's just trying to draw some attention from Liquid because the rest of Secret are looking to wrap up and over.
Probably.
But, Liquid are on the way out.
Guess he's faking that he's got backup, you know. Told you.
The intimidation factor for sure.
Definitely.
Liquid all the way to the top lane right now. There's no tier 2 there, but they are looking to possibly go themselves.
Yeah, they found Arteezy with their scans.
Yes, they did. They know someone's nearby. They're trying to see if they can get anyone to commit for maybe this drug.
Might go on Envy here if he sticks around. Oh, he's gonna leap away quickly though. Even Bulba might look like a juicy target when everyone else is spread over the map. He wants someone with the Abaddon ulti.
I don't know. He is a fat target.
Yeah, he is.
Bring down 2,500 gold too. I mean, where do you even go from here?
I'm not quite sure. In fact, he's so farmed and he's got everything.
Bottom lane, they made a jump from a Tama Man with an arrow with a Starstorm, but still not enough. He just replicates back and away.
They need to have Abyssal Blade on Slark, would make them a little bit more able to keep holding him in place, but even then, they need more items. 4.6k gold on Mirana.
Do you get like a sheep stick, or do you need to get like right click?
Well, Envy really likes the Shivas. He bought it earlier when he had this Linken's build. He went Shivas Butterfly. I'm not sure if he's gonna do that again or if he will go E-Blade
In that game, they were going against an Elder Titan. I'm not saying like that was the whole influence for it, but I'm curious if it was part of it or not.
Oh,
that
definitely.
is a good point. So we'll see.
I definitely think that was part of it. I think E-Blade would have been a great item in this game as well. Because while Morphling is great at shotgunning other people, just having more ways to mess with this Lincoln Sphere will allow you to be more aggressive against him as well.
It does feel like sometimes Envy is one to be not always going with what's cookie cutter, but loves to go for more what's situational in that particular moment, which can be game winning. Like, let's get a Deso before we take this, you know, the Ancient, or you know,
cheesy.
or too cheesy, for example.
He'd be right in the middle of everyone.
Moves right in from Atama Man here. Track is already out. He waveforms back.
Just steal some stats and get away.
Just more footsie play from the Slark.
Yeah, I definitely know that Envy has a massive love for Shivas. There's no doubt about that. With his Shivas Racer and Shivas on Mirana earlier, and he just likes buying it on a lot of heroes. And I think he's right. People are underestimating the value of it. We'll see where he decides to go on. Actually, it's going to be E-Blade this game, as expected. Or
Butterfly.
Or Butterfly. I'm not sure about that though.
Yeah,
It's so easy for a Juggernaut to just say, okay, I'll buy an MKV, and then you take tons of damage.
we'll see. For now, the Eagle Song works both ways, and it's just good trusty damage when it comes. So, and we will be content with that. But Secret have been taking things a bit slow here. I don't imagine they're even going to be able to get much out of this Aegis. They continue more passive play.
Well, they've already been getting much though. Just getting the confidence to move across the map the way they have been doing the last 4 minutes is really worth a lot to you as well.
Fair enough. Maybe I mean not getting much to please the audience.
Oh yeah. They
we want
that
kills,
later.
destruction. We want base damage to happen here. And Secret are just waiting for the right moment to do
He's
so.
looking for it. He
And
wants
he's
that disruptor.
creeping around. They're sending in a replicate here.
They've been spotted though a little bit by that ward.
Jug's moving a bit too fishy for Secret to commit on. And they'll take their business elsewhere, it would seem.
Yeah, and they just keep split pushing with Matumba Man on top lane as well.
Double damage.
He's sure to force Secret home sooner or later. And they find a ward eventually.
And they'll take care of the ward. Eventually they'll have to double back though, reset this top lane a bit, and then come back and get into the grind once again to make an attempt on pushing forward. So Liquid are doing a nice job just stalling things out. Is it just to get Matamaman closer and closer to his critical mass? And do you think that him at critical mass is going to be good enough to take on the likes of Secret with that Slark, with that Mirana, and a bad null behind him?
I think they had tools to take on with Slark and Mirana. It's honestly Abaddon and Axe that worry me more, and even the Shadow Demon and his impact in the late game. I think Secret are just more set for late game with their 5 heroes combined. Whereas I feel Bounty Hunter and Disruptor honestly falling off. They need Aghanim on Disruptor to have that big impact. You're gonna see a little shot mid, I think. Matumba Man might put a shotgun on anyone he can see.
He does make the commitment in. Bulba ends up walking through. They already popped the link in there. Bumpy decides to make a move for the call. Arteezy wants to follow up. Stack goes in. He dropped right there. And because he's pushed out, he's not going to be caught under it. But Cover gets hit with the arrow, and he gets taken down. That means a strong start for Secret now. They're going to get the call on the Facha, and they slash him down looking for the dunk. They'll get it.
Oh, that was a disastrous lane break. Miscommunication going down, and they push him out of their static storm. Man, they had the Slark knocked down, and he did not have a BKB either, but oh well.
But
Did not go well there.
already had to go for the buyback here. Puppy makes a jump on what he thinks is Matamaman. He's not going to get that grab. He's a shotgun blast, but we'll quickly get a heal.
He's kind of heal up with his tranquil boots slowly as well.
Secret begin to make their approach now.
Yeah, already forcing out that buyback is
Radiant's middle
almost
tower
good enough,
is
but
under
getting
attack.
damage as well.
They're eating a lot of damage there. They're going to try to go for a quick snipe with the help of the E-Blade, but it's not going to be good enough to get the finish. Tier 3 almost going down. Bulba. Borrow time is going to be forced.
Oh yeah.
Secret may have to pull off. It flips back into a lasso. Pull back here for Arteezy, and they will be able to burst him down, possibly. No, he gets the shadow dance off. He's going to be leaping away. He's out. He should. Meanwhile, Matamaman is going to be able to sweep in and does get the cleanup there for Bulba, and he will get the cleanup on the Puppy too. A double kill for the Bulba.
They're holding Pilot Eye as well. They're chasing him now, tracked up.
It's going to be 3 here, and it could be all 3 for Matamaman. It is triple kill for the Morn.
Prize is mine.
Some good payback. The downside is getting 3 kills in a row on the guy who had buyback penalty. That's not actually good. That's minus 60% gold. So 60% of the gold from those 3 kills is straight down the drain. You need every little bit you can get as Liquid right now. I actually think you should let the last hit for Shadow Demon go to someone else.
We are seconds away from seeing the real timer Roche. It's an immediate Roche too for Liquid.
God.
Immediate Roche.
Santa Claus comes early.
Could not ask for anything better.
That's
if
perfect.
you're a Liquid fan.
The Liquid Roche.
Wow. They'll go in, they go
And
for it
the
right away.
rune.
I mean,
Are you kidding me?
Secret are probably like, it can't be that short of a timer. We'll be able to come back and be there in time. Yeah,
The fact that he spawns immediately and then a DD rune, this is just the god smiling down on Matumba Man right now.
Frog is definitely a Liquid fan, it feels like,
Yeah.
at this moment. But
has fallen
he
to
wants a
Rage.
closer game, if anything. Liquid, get that Roche. Secret gonna have to accept that one. And then they quickly smoke and move out.
I think see Bruno sitting with a joystick over there. He's controlling the ops. God, guys,
Rude. At 48 minutes.
oh, we see Arteezy walking a little bit.
Control.
He has his ulti, but
Get the glimpse back. They skewer on forward, trying to get a hold of him, but he's already hitting up the Shadow Dance. They flame break him back, still holding that lasso. Secret do end up going up. Force him back away, but you're right. The arrow connects with the Thumberman really well. They already get the lasso pullback. It's on Puppy. Arteezy steps in to help out. Thumberman still here. Wave formed in, and might have committed a bit too deep. The force is going to send them even deeper now, but at least away from Puppy. Now he gets the shotgun blast. Looking to go for the finish spot as he steps in, but there is going to be a disruption from Pylite. I keep him alive, but Thumberman tries to wait for him, make it back in the way. He's very low, but he's still going to be fine. Secret now, hustling to get themselves back inside the base. A nice arrow happens to side blast, but my control there while Arteezy eats the full Omni Slash and would be going down.
yeah, so nice. Pada held that Omni Slash for a long time, just respecting that if Abaddon triggers his ulti, he doesn't do any damage, so he waited on until afterwards, and then when Arteezy got isolated, perfect, easy kill. That was really well fought by both teams actually, but Liquid just barely pulling out ahead.
Man, the Tama Man, I know he plays a lot of Morphling, but it seems like he really knows the ins and outs of this hero. He'll really pushing it to the limit.
Are you kidding me?
Like every
He
time.
spams this hero a lot, man. I played against him, he spams it.
He knows the limitations. He knows how much he can get away with and still manage to walk out.
It's not even just that, he's also one of the biggest Slark spammers in the game, so the fact that he's playing against Slark, he knows exactly what Slark is going to be doing in this game.
So he's a Slark Morphling spammer.
Oh, a little bit, yeah.
sounds like a fun guy.
And Lycan.
Oh, that sounds wonderful.
Yeah, welcome to Finland.
Secret now, residing inside their own home base. In a bit of a disarray here. A game that was at one point about 10k in their favor, and suddenly it's Liquid coming back and getting ready for a probably strategic high ground approach soon enough.
With the Aegis now and Morphling just pushing up towards the high ground, everyone has to be very careful.
Probably the tool Secret have there. They're going to go for the disruption axe with a shield. Just keep sending him out. Salmaman though already inside. He does some good base damage here. E-blade him right back. A little taste of his own medicine.
Ooh, the clones came from Lupin.
Looking to do some work. Arrow. Re-dodge.
I've worked king off the healing ward immediately with the illusions. Good
Yep.
value.
And
One thing that I don't
step off.
really like so much from Secret, they don't have a single BKB yet. And I think BKB on Slark and Mirana would have been really amazing. Like, I get why you go for the E-blade, Dagon combo on Mirana, but I just see so many heroes that I would love to have BKB against, right? Disruptor, there's the Morphling, the Batrider, all these heroes are completely shut down by it.
Damn.
Even
Very true.
even the bounty.
No value in it at the moment though here, especially for Secret, so that means that Liquid can get away with pretty much spamming out everything they'd like.
I actually think that Arteezy should go back and get a BKB as his next item and just play without TP scroll for a while, you know?
That's
Or the
dangerous.
C9 strat.
That's dangerous.
Oh, he's been around the block. He knows his ways around the map.
Fair enough. As he still nurses 3k, we'll see what ultimately he decides to do here, but the one thing is that Liquid are the shepherds right
Dire's
now,
bottom
and Secret
tower
are the
is under
sheep
attack.
being corralled inside their pen.
And quickly turned into that after that little team fight that just went wrong.
Just like, get back inside. And they try to go out and find any sort of, grass to nail on.
Dire's bottom tower.
Liquid
has
believe they're
fallen.
watching. Jump in for Puppy. Sheep's feeling frisky. Steps out. Goes from the Tumble Man here. No arrows and follow-up. Just eats the casual E-blade. Well, it seems like my control tried to
Dire's
invade a
bottom
bit.
tower is
I
under
thought dealing
attack.
some damage as well, but Bottom got that job.
Hit from both sides. Another jump in. Puppy call. Quickly back inside they
God,
go.
those illusions deal so much damage to Matumba Man. You just keep disrupting him non-stop. Or sometimes you want to do the defensive disruption, but really Abaddon can take over the defensive role almost entirely.
That's true. Left the R button ready to go. Still sporting that 4K too.
I'm still not sure what he should be buying, actually. It's so hard to say.
Looks back, Arteezy puts him right in the middle, but Liquid not looking to move in on that.
There is some merit for Abaddon to actually get a full refresher.
Yeah.
It would be a powerful tool. Team fights are going to be extremely difficult against that, but at the same time, there might be some other items that he wants more, like a full assault craft, for instance. Downslide would be the more thing that just clone him and get the assault craft bonus for his team.
Has fallen.
Very true. I don't know. For now, all he's probably really thinking about is what kind of defensive play they're going to be pulling out here. Secret have been stuck in this position for what feels like 5 minutes straight now. Liquid just kind of casually taking those jungle camps on the side and starving out Secret.
Aegis is out now and Morphling sitting on a lot of money.
Oh, he actually made the connection there. Toronto Puppy pulls it back, but Bulba's got that blink and got the shield to save him. Now Puppy decides to go for the call, but pulls off and away.
Oh, Arteezy actually gets ulted.
Oh no! Static Storm's there. Arrow goes going to connect. Jarex is going to be taken care of, and that's a gem down. But Man snags it up. Takes it away. It's his own E-Blade shot on Bulba. Bulba gets brought down very low. Doesn't pop up the ulti though, and Envy gets his own claim there, taking down Kuro. Both supports in the deck on Liquid, and that means that everyone else will flee.
Yeah, they're still chasing a little bit. Envy gets a kill on the courier, in fact. Some money there, and also 4k gold on that. That's a full BKB on the courier, I'm pretty sure.
Oh no for Liquid.
It was indeed.
Good snipe there from Envy. Takes that money off the field, and Liquid get hit in the gut pretty hard.
That was Morphing's BKB, so he's not going to be too happy about that, getting denied for 3 more minutes, of course. And yeah, I didn't recognize you. Sorry, Puppy. You, of course, have a BKB. I was more talking about the course earlier, you know. The BKBs on Secret. He went for Abyssal Blade on Slark instead. Still got 3.8k gold again, though. He's got so much money in that fight.
Yeah, I guess just valuing the extra bit of lockdown, too. I mean, we saw a couple of times earlier where Mataman was able to barely etch out and make it away. Stacking together the Puppy call and then something like the Abyssal stun be more than enough, but we'll see.
A lot of sneakiness here. Batrider getting called out.
Oh, quick blink, voice call, then a quick force. Did he make it away? I don't know. They get it with the first. Now Arteezy brings it in, and boom, Envy shows up and he's got a laser gun.
Yeah, he had a Yule Scepter, but he kind of gave up on life there, realizing he's dead. And Gem is going to get in the hands of Arteezy now. Very nice thing to have on a Slark.
All right, now Secret on the fight back here. They had been forced inside the base for long enough, and now we're able to kind of hit the nose of Liquid and be able to kind of take some dominance back.
You know, it's ultimately going to be true that all our series yesterday and all our series today have had at least one game be more than 1 hour.
That's how it goes, man. That's Dota
pretty
now.
Funny. Yeah, there's been a lot of late games in this group stage.
It's definitely split. It feels like it's either one of those kind of Huskar / Drow fast-paced games, or you get into situations like this where it could be very strategic.
Yeah, any moment, really.
Yeah, you know, one fight and then the other team is able to kind of swarm through your base.
Yeah, Dagon 4 completed now on the Mirana. Still got buyback money as well, so supporting a pretty good net worth, actually.
Yeah, Envy is kind of that quiet core. I mean, a lot of the attention seems to be on Arteezy sometimes with his Slark plays here, but Envy is the one who continues to strike and is really going to be offering the huge burst for his team now. That Dagon, Starstorm.
Abaddon did go back for the full Assault Cuirass, by the way, so that Assault Cuirass Nightmare, really strong combination, just favors the late game as well. The more you go into late game, the more right clicks matter, and I think it's just going to help them a little bit with surviving against this Butterfly Morphling, or Butterfly Juggernaut and E-Blade Morphling, of course. So much right click.
Liquid have a smoke now in the pocket of Jarex here. I'm curious to see if it's something they plan on using now and trying to kind of take some momentum back. Looks like it could be the case, but at the same moment, Secret also Moonlight Shadow. They're going to cross paths already. Oh, they jump in. Puppy gets a beautiful call and set things up. The arrow's going to fly in as Arteezy makes his move, trying to catch those backliners. Looking to go for Kuroki here. He's locking down the Abyssal. He plans to right-click him apart. Meanwhile, on the other side, Mind Control moves in, gets the pullback for Pylite Eye. Omni slash for Panda. Helps him go for the finish, but there's a disruption that helps him in the meantime, but he will end up going down a 2-for-1 trade. It looks like here. The Man sees Bulba, looks to focus him. Bulba being set back, no borrowed time, means He's going to get taken down. Triple kill for the Morphling on this one. And Arteezy and Envy are the last two stragglers for Secret. Envy going to be the first target. Get hit with the E-Blade, get hit with a shot, with the adaptive strike, the waveform through, and it's an ultra kill from Matama Man.
And Roshan, he's gonna spawn again. Look at that timer.
It's so low, Liquid.
Look at it, he's gonna scout it.
Hey, don't leave, don't leave. Oh,
Stay.
it's too late. It's going to come up now, and they're going to miss it. They instead opt to go right instead for the secret base to force out maybe some buybacks.
Yeah, definitely. They're still gonna get a good payday after that hard team fight that they took there. And Arteezy and Envy just found themselves very lonely quickly in that fight.
Yeah, it was pretty much split down the middle, and too difficult for either side to really make a confident approach. But Matama Man doing work on the support staff of Secret, and for Secret, it took a long time for Arteezy to be able to bring down Kuro. It took a lot more muscle power than he was expecting.
Yeah, definitely. I don't think it was the right choice as well, going for the Bounty Hunter. It's not that important.
Yeah.
You need to bring down the Juggernaut, who was really low HP, or try and stop the Morphling from murdering your entire team. Not that it's easy, of course. He waveforms towards your supports. You can't really keep up with it, but now he's gonna have Aegis as well and Morphling again.
Roshan has fallen to the Radiant.
Aegis in hand and a cheese on the
Radiant's
floor,
bottom
which
tower
looks like
is
Mind
under
Control
attack.
will drop a plate mail to actually pick up.
Yeah, they'll send out a courier, I'm sure. Maybe Kuroki will make his ways over there sooner or later.
Meanwhile, Arteezy, he stumbled across what looks like a DD rune. We can see how much he can pull out with that. He's holding it for now, though.
Double damage!
Liquid definitely back in a strong spot. And I posed this question to you when Secret took that Aegis, but now for Liquid, what are they hoping to achieve now with their token?
Honestly, right now, after those buybacks that just got forced, you are happy if you can just wait out the buyback timer. Of course, you can go for a little smoke play like this, but you can't really farm and push lanes. So you have to either go for a play like this from the smoke. Man revealing every spot though.
He counts up and over, and then another swing and a miss on the call here. Two missed strikes there from Secret. Liquid are going to be in a more forgiving position to kind of step back and reevaluate.
Definitely. And they can be so confident with the Morphling as well on the front line, so it's a hard fight to take for Secret when they know it's going to be 5-on-5. They smoked up because they don't want a team fight. They just want to get a pick, that's all. So they could, if they got a pick, then they could farm again.
I don't know if they're going to get that chance now. It looks like their options are high ground defense unless they want to pull out what we've been seeing from Escape earlier today and some sort of smoke wraparound play.
Yeah, they only have one buyback on all of Secret right now, so that's not looking too good. Only a start.
Disruption there onto the Morphling. He plans on sending those illusions back in hopes to kind of relieve the pressure a bit, but it's not being relieved. Rack is exposed here. With a wait, they're open. It could come from possibly Mind Control, looking for a target to snipe and pull out. It could be easy. Highlight Dog tries to wait back it away, but Matama Man punches down with Arteezy a little bit.
Illusion on top is actually taking Rack.
Arteezy eating a lot of damage, forced to go into the Shadow Dance here. Now they're looking at the Matama Man. They're going to get with the call, but they get double forced down the way to safety.
Nice save.
You are not taking our water god.
Yeah. They're going down mid, all five of them.
And now they're in. Boston looks to go for one rack. Matama Man working with the other one, juggling around with Arteezy. Puppy makes his move, but he gets quickly used up. As he comes back down, they're looking to shoot him. Arrow off the mark. On that one, Arteezy gets hit in the face with a bit of a shotgun blast, but that's only going to temporarily stop the fire because Matama Man has already brought both down, both the racks down. They'll decide to pull off.
The rack.
Hard hit for Mata though, and the Star Kill will come a-crumbling. They'll be able to take out the Jug, but Matama Man still has fight in him. Pulls off and away, Mind Control, zap, Envy will grab that one and make it a double.
Yeah, very quick and easy kills there. This is the kind of fight that Secret want to take, just being able to fight around that. Having an ulti, making sure that no one gets picked off in the sidelines, and just staying together is really important. It's kind of funny actually that the lineup with Mirana and Slark want to stay as 5, whereas the lineup with the Juggernauts and Morphling are the ones who want to split them up.
Funny how that seems to work out.
Yeah, normally Slark and Mirana, they prey on people who leave the group, but they also die then to this super farmed finished Morphling.
Looks like we're going to be moving into the later quarter of this game as we move past the 1 hour mark now.
I'll take that.
Secret move out in that kind of buddy-buddy system you were talking about now. Taking good support vision and going piece by piece here. Full ward vision though, Kuro gets one down himself.
They saw him drop that.
Yeah. And he pinks himself, but As they head that way through, they're not going to be able to get the jump. I say that. Envy is
Yeah, he doesn't know exactly where he is though.
2 ships in the night, they say.
They didn't get the D-ward, even though they saw him place that. They should probably go in there and get it.
And suddenly, Envy appears to be ganked on. But he has the leap, he has the blink, he's away from trouble.
And Disruptor coming in though, looking to do something.
He's got an Invis rune. Okay. Oh, he doesn't know is that actually a Moonlight Shadowed Secret Squad or
Quickly
rolling
turns
through.
into 5v5 scenario.
Okay, Matama Man's here. Secret posturing in. Could be a bit of a scramble here. They're waiting. There's the waveform. There's the jump shot. But he quickly jumped up the side. Arteezy makes the move. They're going to take Matama Man's first life out that fast. Mind control moves in. Gets the last stack for Arteezy. Thought that he gets to go to work. He can't do enough damage yet. He's going to get a little bit of save there from Bulba. He gets popped the shield. Bonding now. Gonna get that. Pull back it away. Bulba gets to go to work. While Matama Man looks to go for the captain. He gets puppy down and now with a double kill now. After taking out Highlight Eye. Arteezy in the meantime goes for Curl, the bounty hunter. He goes right into the base and makes it back and away. He can't see him. So he's stuck on his own. Ayul's is up. Playing right back. But now he's trying to go for mind control. Can he get the kill here? Still has the Shadow Dance. Mind control forces back it away. They continue to kite a little Slark. He's going to be forced to pounce out. Back in behind Envy.
Abaddon ulti is coming off right now.
He gets it off. It's going to be just in time as they get bottomed down.
Oh, it's keeping the life.
Envy's fine. Holds on out. But Matama Man, though, not so good. He gets blasted from Envy with another Dagon kill.
I mean, this is just showing exactly. Oh, the courier steals the gem right in front of his face.
Ooh, he's trying to let it go. They
Run
want
away,
it.
courier.
He's hiding through the trees.
It's so slow and it's been
Radiant's courier
spotted.
Got him.
has been killed.
Thanks to the ward. If he got away there, that little courier, that would have been insane.
Secret showing that this game isn't close to over. They managed to still bounce it back and will reclaim the network lead once again. My goodness.
It just messes with Liquid's course so much. The fact that they can play around this Abaddon and just keep them alive. When you have stuff like Omni Slash or E-Blade Adaptive Strike, you know very precisely how much damage this E-Blade shotgun does. You know that in your head. You're like, yeah, I'm gonna get this guy. And then you see him take no damage at all. And suddenly you just get caught out. That's why we see both the course on Liquid. They got caught out being too aggressive, and that Abaddon coming back in, it made both of them overcommit.
And then, like, I've seen it a couple times, but even for me, I know it's like one thing to realize is how low of a cooldown it could be at this point in the game, and twice in a fight even.
It is
something
really
you
good.
have to kind of keep in the back of your mind too before you overcommit and do get yourself in a bit of a scary position.
40 is actually nothing. He could go for an Octarine as well. That would be fun, but it doesn't really work with that much of a bank. So we'll see. He probably would want travels before that as well.
Oh yeah, I imagine so. But
I'm very happy to see in these team fights though, for Arteezy's sake, that he has to BKB on this Slark now. And Jarex is actually carrying around a fresh BKB owned by I don't know who. It's not really identifying who it is. Oh, it's from the Morphling. It's just a 10-second BKB though. Maybe it's just showing that as it's in Jarek's inventory.
I guess so.
Because it's
kind of awkward.
Because he doesn't have a BKB.
It's like, if you were to have a BKB, you would have 10 charges, sir. But you don't own this BKB, so don't even look at it.
This could be yours, Disruptor.
Yeah, if you ever had the money or the desire, which you don't.
There it goes back. It is actually a 10-second BKB.
Okay.
Wow, he never popped it. He had it so many times, but he never used it.
Okay.
He's had it in his inventory at 3 different locations now.
Oh, he'll hold those 10 seconds here.
Yeah, that's
And-
really powerful at 66 minutes in.
Oh yeah.
10 seconds is
Secret.
forever in a team fight.
Secret are in the Liquid neighborhood here, and they want to grab some illusions here in the mid lane. Matama Man waltzes in, casually throws out the adaptive strike. Arteezy casually knocks him a couple of times with the bash, so
Stealing some stats.
just flirting these teams right now. But it is Secret kind of, beating their chest a bit, moving on forward.
Secret are definitely showing some dominance right now, but they should go back and control the Roshan area as well soon. It is not one of those Liquid Roshans though. It's a slow spawn, as slow as possible, but definitely not a quick one. But right now, Liquid pretty contained in their base.
And now we have an Eagle Song here for Matama Man. Just snagged it up, got it from delivery of the Secret Shop.
Oh, he has a butterfly. He shifted away from the E-Blade, so he's not going for the shotgun anymore. He wants the man fight.
Yep, seems like it's that kind of game now. Matama Man, they debut the butterfly here, and it could go pretty bad, and they do get him down right away, Waga. Already taken out.
Jesus.
Bacha. pulled off. He didn't get to use that DKB. Fonto could be going down next. There is going to be the pull-on out from Arteezy to get the lasso play, but Tamaman has made his return, and now he looks to right-click down. He's hitting Global while he's got borrowed time. It's not going to be doing a whole lot, and Secret are quickly gone.
And that's the 10-second beat be used as well. A lot of stuff going down. The buyback from Morphling being forced. Great stuff for Secret, and they didn't lose anyone, so they could back out now. But they look to be a little bit more aggressive, knowing that one more kill in Morphling, and the game is definitely over.
I don't know if he was expecting Secret to be kind of lurking right there, but he confidently drudged himself out once he picked up that butterfly. I was almost nervous for money. He didn't have the money for the buyback as a follow-up, but...
Oh no,
he's loaded, I know.
He's got the money. And he in fact just bought a Satanic as well, and still has money to go, just to, you know, just to show you.
Yeah, he's got
Dakota.
money, but he can't afford to make a mistake like that again.
Oh, got it.
Yep, cannot afford that one. So, no matter how much money you got to play a bit safer. Secret will easily take advantage of a misplay like that.
He shouldn't mess with you. The cast of curse is very powerful.
It is.
You don't want it against you.
It is. Here comes Secret. Arteezy lurking. Oh, against the blink. The call on Mike throwing Jarix. Huge tools, utilities of Liquid, and then they're both taken out. No buyback for either, and Liquid lose a devastating set of tools for their defense. And it's not over yet. Curl also going to be put onto the sidelines. He will have a buyback, but the damage may have already been done, Waga. Here comes Secret looking to claim game number 1 of this 2-game series.
Yeah, they're in great shape right now. Keep going.
Jump in from Puck gets the call from the Tamaman. There's the follow-up, and there's the takedown. He is out, and this game could be over, as he is not going to be back on the battlefield for at least 2 minutes.
And they're all just alive as well, and no way you can kill them if you don't have a full squad. Secret, they're going to take down the base right now.
Going right for the jugular, but look who's going to the top lane. Fata trying to do his own split push, but I don't think that's going to work, my friend.
I'll cheer for you, Fata.
Worked for Alliance earlier against DG, but I don't think it's going to be working now against Secret because they got the full team here, and they're knocking at your Ancient. And if you don't want a GG, they will force you to submit. It is over. Secret take game 1, and we are another step towards what could be a crazy tiebreaker situation.
That was just amazing team fighting towards the end stages of the game there, Secret. And there were a lot of highlights in this game. Both teams just performed